Hi everybody, thanks for joining me on my tours of cemeteries, grave sites, memorials, and final resting places of the famous and infamous people who are gone but not forgotten. So today's grave tour is for all of you fans of Don Rickles, who died last year, and he's buried here in this Jewish cemetery, and the tradition is the headstone isn't placed until a year after death, so on the anniversary. So it's been a couple of months. I believe he died in April of 2017, and I'm here in the summer, so I just wanted to make sure and give them plenty of time to put the gravestone before I visited. And it's a beautiful cemetery. Now you can see it's got views of the valley down below, San Fernando Valley. And Rickles' grave is right next to the temple, right next to the parking lot. Very easy to find. You just come in through the front gate, just go all the way up until you get to the sign that says parking for I believe it's the temple. And he's just right to the right of the parking lot. Now I wanted to go visit the beautiful artwork. There's a mural that I'll show you a picture of, but they were holding a funeral service right when I got here. And this is a Jewish cemetery, so they're closed on Saturdays, so they probably tend to do more of their burials on Sunday, whereas the other cemeteries, the non-Jewish cemeteries, tend to do a lot on Saturdays, so that's why I usually visit on Sundays. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go into the courtyard or to get very close to the artwork because of the funeral, but I'll be back. I definitely will be back. There's quite a few people that I would like to visit here that I haven't yet. But today, I'm going to head straight up the hill from the front gate, and at the top of the hill, on the right-hand side, we're going to come to a number of outdoor mausoleum courtyards. And right before the parking lot on the right-hand side, just after the outdoor mausoleums, is a small chapel. Don Rickles' grave is just to the left of the chapel. Mount Sinai Memorial Park is right next door to Forest Lawn Memorial Park in the Hollywood Hills. At one point, they were the same cemetery, and then they were divided into two separate cemeteries, or memorial parks. But if you visit both, you can see the similarities. They're both on the side of the hill overlooking the San Fernando Valley, and they both have many famous grave sites. But as I mentioned earlier, today I'm just visiting the final resting place of actor and comedian Don Rickles. For those of you who might not be familiar with Don Rickles, he started his career as an actor, but had even more success as a stand-up comic, and is best known for being an insult comic. He was the master of the roast and roasted some of the biggest names in Hollywood and even in politics during his long career. He lived to be 90 years old and was active almost until the end. He appeared in more than 25 movies and dozens of TV shows, and was a regular on talk shows like The Johnny Carson Show. And even though he was famous for sarcastically insulting everyone around him, he was loved by everybody and had some of the longest and strongest friendships in the business. From Frank Sinatra to Johnny Carson to Bob Newhart, he was considered a true friend and an all-around good guy. And his comedy seemed to transcend generations, making him just as popular today as he was when he first started. I'll put the address to the cemetery down below, and also put a link to my Google map of today's tour to make it even easier for you to find Don Rickles' grave if you decide to visit in person. In 2007, he won an Emmy for the documentary Mr. Warmth, the Don Rickles Project. If you haven't yet seen it, definitely check it out. Documentaries don't tend to be funny, But this one is full of laughs and really breaks the mold, just like Rickles did with his career. He may be gone, but he definitely will not be forgotten anytime soon. He was certainly one of the comedy greats. If you're a fan of Don Rickles, please leave a comment down below in the comment section and give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to do that down below as well, so you can be alerted when I upload videos like this in the future. As always, thanks for joining me today, and I'll hope to see you next time.